Hey ho hee hi hee hi ho hi hello hee hi ho hee. So we left the house today, like the first time in a while. We went to Jackie. Her phone is a piece of shit. I mean, she has an iPhone 6. I don't even think it was an iPhone 6. Maybe it was an iPhone 6. Like original iPhone 6, and of course the battery degraded. And when Apple was giving out the free battery upgrade, she was not able to, like, it wasn't at such a bad point then that she thought it was necessary to do. And I should correct myself. When Apple was fixing its own mistake and not charging people to get the phones back to the state that they should have been in to start with. That's a better way to put it, because it wasn't like, you know, oh, of course, God damn. When I already have one thing, I should just not buy a key. I think my thinking was, I don't want to forget and then buy something. Because I want the shotgun. But if not the shotgun, maybe if that red chest has a decent gun in it, we won't have to get the shotgun. But anyway, you know, so we've been talking about like getting her a new non-Apple phone. And we just got her an iPhone. It's like, it feels like entrapment, you know, this whole situation. We got like so much that's tied into the ecosystem of Apple that it really is like difficult to consider getting anything. It's already enough difficult. You need a new case. You need it every time you buy a new iPhone. The old case doesn't fit. Anytime you buy, oh shit, we gotta get up there. Okay, so we definitely didn't need to buy the key. But you need a new case, you need a new screen protector, you need etc, etc. Like, it sucks. Like, it sucks that it's constantly just a buildup of other things that you need to buy. And that's kind of the whole point. You're basically paying to have the access to pay for other things. Like, it's like, no, okay. It's like if you buy a PlayStation or something, you have the system. That's cool and all, but you can't really do too much with it. So you buy that, then you buy some controllers. This happened most recently with the Switch for us. Bought that, then we bought SD cards, then we bought cases, then we bought a Pro controller, then we bought some extra Joy-Cons, then we bought etc, etc, etc. It's like, you're paying for access to buy other things for the device. And it's like, you know, it's the ideal in terms of like capitalism. It's the absolute ideal that everything that you buy requires for other purchases. Like, there could not be a better situation. Okay, we probably don't need to get the shotgun then. At least not yet. Prototype railgun is not, oh man, it's not nearly as good as regular railgun, and there's also the whole, I might not get a gun now, so we might have to use the prototype railgun. It's basically not getting a gun. Didn't get enough of that wonderful, delicious duff. Okay, before we do anything, let's check for secrets. Let's be smart. That's how you do it. Come on. I still think it might be there. The poison doesn't damage the thing, I don't think. Let's check here, maybe. This is looking like it. Yep. Okay. Wow. absolutely incredible. Okay, so we are going to buy this. And before we open those other two, we're going to give this guy a go. And then we'll get the green, and then we'll get one of the blues. That's wonderful. Okay. I think I do want a an item, passive or active. Preferably passive at this point, but just something that's good. Get this, and we'll destroy that blue. So we'll give ourselves an instance of curse here. Ooh la la, ooh wee wee. Hate it, I fucking hate it. Then we gotta destroy this one, then we gotta teleport, or we gotta take the alternate exit. That was... Oh, okay. That was an incredible first floor. That was an incredible first floor. Like, we got the gun we wanted, we got a bunch of extra keys, we got a bunch of extra chests. What's up, baby?
I'm sorry what I was on my computer.
Why? Oh, because your phone's busy doing stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Jackie's still in the process of procuring like the secondary goods that come with any purchase these days.
It'd be pretty chill if they just included that shit.
Well, yeah, but why would they? But why? What would they gain from that, including it? They would have to either raise the price, or they would have to lose money. If they included it, it would also be an admission that their product isn't substantial enough as is. Yeah, I saw that.
What?
I saw that. At a certain point, not saying something is more detrimental, even if it's hypocritical, even if it's in no way keeping with the rest of your message of your brand. Not saying anything is bad enough for business that companies are going to throw it up there just as kind of like an umbrella, you know, holding an umbrella in case it rains. What?
Just like, oh, Amazon's so.
What?
Oh, Amazon says Black Lives Matter. That's what did it for me. That's what turned me over.
I think the corporate PR stuntsmanship of promoting these things, as dumb and as transparent, oh my god, and as obvious as they are, they hurt nothing.
That's true.
So there's no real. Oh no, go ahead.
Amazon Prime, like, you know, this new show that was like talking about how great essential workers are, and everyday heroes, and it was all. It was just like, dude.
They had already taken away what they called their hero pay by the time that show came out.
Yeah.
Aw, damn it, that sucked. That sucked. I really should be using some of these, like, better weapons on some of these guys. This is not necessarily a better weapon. Well, it kind of is because of the damage boost from that weird synergy. You know what? Let's just use this, yeah. I don't know. Coral seems more like you than indigo. But, you know, sheer foam. It's like whatever answer I would have given you. We're gonna pick the other thing.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. To not ask the question, not to try to make me feel included and then immediately ignore. That's the wrong phone. You need to make sure you're searching for XS.
I did, and then that came
You look at the camera. Make sure that the camera is the same shape. You have that camera that's like a, it's like an oval. The square cameras are for the newer ones. That's the iPad or the iPhone 11 Pro or whatever. The four camera one. Of course, I'm going to risk it all for the Alien Engine. The Alien Engine is just too good. We won't use it once we have the old crest, of course, but for now, we're going to fly. Can't steal, so we'll just buy that. Silver bullets are another I will never pass up from this point on style of item. I did not need to go in that room. It was pretty dumb. It was pretty though. Wow. Ow. Wow.
Does it matter what kind of screen protector I got? Probably.
Just get one that's damage proof. You should check and see if the screen protectors also say that they fit on the iPhone X. It should have a list of...
They do.
Okay, good. Because if you get one with multiple, that means I could use it on my phone as well.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, just go to the go to our previous orders and order the ones that I already had because they're really good.
Did you get them recently?
No, but they'd still be in our orders. Just it's on the right. And then you could just search. Okay, so we'll do this. I think we got everything. I think I didn't forget anything.
For delivery Tuesday.
Okay. That's not a problem. It's very soon.
Yeah.
Can you not keep your phone safe for 3 days? I mean...
I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not sure. I don't know what to tell you, Reed. I'm sorry.
I think you should...
I'll really do my best.
I think you should try to...
I cannot promise, though.
Why not? Why can't you not just take it completely seriously for 3 days?
It's not about taking it seriously. It's about I just like lose hand control sometimes. I have control or something.
You don't, and you shouldn't joke about that.
It's
but
not
like,
a joke, but there's something wrong with me where I just spontaneously just drop things sometimes. I don't know what you want. Can I tell you?
that you can go 3 days without dropping the phone, I guess is. Just treat it like it's a brand new $900 thing. And then you should be good. So? What are you bragging about that?
Just to know I can say my breath stinks.
Oh, I didn't notice. Whoops, that was done.
Mac cheese breath.
Damn it, I didn't even need to go that way. Fuck. We're not playing too terribly smart on this run. And it's gonna be the fucking Anaconda. You can tell by the floor. Did that miss? Come on. Well, he's gonna get one of them, so that one that dodged my bullet 4 times, I think it was gonna get to live a little longer. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. And we got ammo for it. Nice. Oh. Okay. Neat. This is a set run. Oh, that's ridiculous. You have so many fun weapons to use right now. Do 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 do. You do 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 do. Once you know all the enemy patterns and stuff, it's so easy to dodge their bullets. I mean, I say that and I know that I'm going to get hit. Let's go ahead and do this. So that's another curse. Of course it doesn't work. But we have silver bullets, so no amount of curse really matters too much. Whoops. I wait for him to appear. Ooh, dumb. You have to hold that one just a second longer, just a smidge. What was the other shop? God damn. That sucks that we're not going to be able to steal it, but good lord. Oh wait, we might be able to steal it. Very unlikely, but maybe. Because that would be a perfect steal to get rid of our old one. Come on, come on. Damn it. Ah, damn, damn, damn. Damn. Boom, 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 boom. We want the BB. We want the big boy BB. Why does that have a recast timer? It should be able to burn all 3, right? Back, two back, two back. Oh. 8. Things cost money. Very unhappy about the way that that broke down. That was a bummer. So we won't use we can't use the theft until we get to the end of this floor, essentially. Sorry, I saved you from well, saved you from a fate worse than death, non-existent. Existence. Do. A little bit longer on these guys. Or we just wait. Should have done this first. Wow, that was enough to kill him. Okay, I thought it would have lost enough of its momentum. Or, you know, like when they bounce, they lose some of their damage dealing potential. There's one. We're not really crushing it on total blank numbers, but you know, doesn't matter. Jackie and I yesterday watched the movie Booksmart, starring the girl from Lady Bird, one of the girls from Lady Bird, and then a couple people, Lisa Kudrow, who's in everything these days, you know, Will Forte and Jason Sudeikis from SNL, who are also in pretty much everything these days. A bunch of, you know, younger actors, but it was funny. You know, it's kind of a bummer because a lot of movies tend to follow a very, very set path. You can predict from moment one on a lot of these movies where the characters are going to end up, and it's a bummer because not because movies need to be completely unpredictable to be good, but because it leads to distraction, at least for me. When, you know, I can see telegraphed events from miles away. Like, anytime they introduce a character that's, you know, got their shit together in a movie like this. This is basically Superbad, but with girls. Like, you know, I thought it was funnier than Superbad. It seemed like a lot more, like, well-written and intentional than the, impromptu nature of the humor in Superbad. Superbad was funny at the time, but, like, you know, since it was so improv, it didn't have any, like, any duration to any of the jokes, you know? They were just kind of funny because they were surprising, more than anything else. And Booksmart should be doing as well as Superbad did, but it is not. For a few reasons. One, since Superbad came out, a lot of movies in a similar vein have already come out, so it's not like to the same degree kind of setting the world on fire, you know? It's not a brand newish idea. I mean, the close to graduation got to get laid before, because we don't want to be nerds. We got to have our wild party adventure right before the end. I mean, it keeps getting told. It's a story. It's like an American story that has to happen anytime you're just talking about what? Why did that just hit the wall and disappear? Talking about high school age students. You know, it's just where the story goes. It's just the story that you tell. They're out to, like, party or celebrate, prove they're not nerds, prove they're not losers, prove they're not X, Y, Z. Like, and you know what's going to happen. Here are the three things that are guaranteed to happen. One, if it's two friends, they're going to have a falling out before the end. Two, they are going to eventually find someone, maybe not the person that they initially wanted to hook up with, and hook up with them or build a relationship with them. Two, the friends are going to make up for their falling out before the end, and then they're going to have a touching look to the future where they might not be together immediately, but they're going to get back together. Like, it's you know, if those things didn't happen, I think people would consider it a not bad movie, but like their expectations wouldn't be fulfilled. So I think a lot of times that would disappoint the audience. Oh man. And you know, you can't do that. You can't just have a movie that doesn't hit those same points. Are you kidding me? What does this synergize with? Crystal horn. Okay. Well, we'll use it up. We'll hold on to it for the curse, because curse doesn't hurt us. Oh, I know where this is. It's right here. I mean, I'm holding the unicorn horn, so no. But yeah, like all those things happened. The guy that you thought was kind of like problematic, kind of like not good for anybody, kind of a douche that keeps showing up, is secretly sweet, yada yada yada. The girl that the one girl wanted to hook up with turned out to be into other people. That led to a fight between her and her best friend, yada yada yada. It's like, why is it whipping around so much? I thought these were supposed to blow up into crystal shots. Maybe it does. I don't know. What am I chasing? Is it? No, I didn't turn him. Oh, okay. It definitely is. They're just really weird looking. Oh, that was the one. That was the Kohler. Forgot what gun this was. Dang. Since Jackie's been listening, the new Run the Jewels album came out, and Jackie's been listening to that, so I now have lines from the older Run the Jewels albums just like coursing through my brain at all times. And I don't know those albums that well. LP used to be one of my favorite rappers. I don't have a problem with him with Run the Jewels, and I think Run the Jewels is actually great. But I do feel like the material is a little bit like, it's running the risk, if not completely participating in the like typical hip-hop subject matter stuff. Like, and this is something I told Jackie before, and she got you know, a little upset, because I think she was implying that there's no merit to the work at all if I am going to use this last canister right now. Wait, let's buy the key. Use last canister. There's probably going to be another shop on this fucking thing. I want to be done with. That sets our curse to 4. But this newest album is kind of a protest piece about a lot of the shit that's going on. I mean, they wrote the album before the George Floyd specific stuff started, but there was enough other stuff to work with. This nation's been troubled for quite a while, and you know, it's catching on me. I still remember, like, if you listen to older, that was freaking terrifying. If you listen to older LP stuff, El Producto, back when he was with Company Flow, he was like a lot more of a protester of like oppression, the current situation. I didn't know Killer Mike back then, and Killer Mike has done some incredible stuff, especially for these Black Lives Matter protests. But it's weird to see LP be more like he's making more jokes about like his dick and more references to just like shooting off guns and committing acts of violence and stuff like that. And it's just like, I guess I just hate that shit. You know, I hate when that becomes more important than the message or whatever. I don't even like this gun. Good Lord. Back. A Dianosaur story. Oops. Well, that one was actually unintentional, but it's still fine. You do. I just like I'm glad that they're making rap for a reason. Like, so one of my favorite rap albums of all time is Deltron 3030. Danny Automator, Double Funky, Homo Sapien, Kid Koala. Like it's a landmark album in a lot of ways. It's something that a lot of people think of as like one of the tent poles of like alternative hip hop, and it's not what got me into alternative hip hop, but it's something that like I don't know. It showed such a great example of it, and it was so easy to share with friends because it had like my throat's a little itchy. It had you know, it was kind of a little bit of something for everybody, and a lot of it. Oh, okay, so money's not an issue. And just, it was fun. It was, you know, it spanned a lot of different tastes. I don't need to keep the JK. I'm not going to use the hammer. I'm going to keep the trash can. And we're out of here. But it's like, I showed Jackie that album for the first time yesterday, and she listened through the whole thing, and she really liked it. And you know, we'd had arguments about like, I guess my over the top expectations for hip hop. And I don't think that every hip hop song needs to be a protest piece. I don't think every hip hop song needs to be standing up for injustice or anything like that. But like, I also don't think that every hip hop song needs to be about how much money or how much guns or how much drugs a person has. Like, it's just, I don't think that it's a problem to bring up those things, but I think it's a problem to nearly exclusively bring up those things, you know? Like, anytime you're just rehashing the same subject matter, god damn, what is wrong with me? You know, you understand why it's problematic. Like, I mean, maybe I'm putting words in Strawman U's mouth, but like, yeah, okay. We'll be able to sell more on this floor. But it's dumb to, like, if I listen to a band and all they did was breakup songs, right? Fucking tired of it. If I listen to a genre and all they did was breakup songs, extremely tired of it. You know, it's not just about the fact that it's about these particular things, because those are things that matter to some people. And that's, while it doesn't matter to me necessarily, that doesn't invalidate it as a subject matter. But when that becomes all that you talk about, or so much that you talk about that people grow to expect it first thing in a lot of songs and stuff, then that's when it's like, it's boring. Basically, it's the genre becomes stale, and there's enough of that. Like, what is this guy doing? It's just it's like, it's cheesy to hear the same thing over and over. Oh man, stop getting hit, dang. Why am I playing like this? Because I'm using two terrible weapons? Can't be. Okay. There's no way that any of this is my fault. Dang, I was hoping one of these would be jammed. Yeah, and I know that I'm limiting my, I'm shutting up my ears by not listening, like, by not listening to more of RTJ. But it's kind of hard when the first song you hear on the album is just like, I got a unicorn horn for a cock. Like, that line, I think a lot of people are like, ha ha ha, these guys are hilarious. But it's like, the frat boy level of jokes, just, I guess it doesn't do anything for me anymore. Oh my god, stop fucking hitting me. Good lord. Five hits on this floor. And I've learned nothing. That would have been really fucking bad. Yikes. Okay. I think the fact that I got the item called the Unicorn Horn is why I was bringing up RTJ more than anything. You know, sometimes it's not wrong to complain about stagnant content. I'm so glad I got that before I went into the boss fight. That's incredible. Alright, so we're actually going to get rid of the, we're going to get rid of the, what's it called? Alien engine. We're going to sell it. Bosses are taking a ton of extra damage. I got a unicorn for a car. Like, cool, man, but like, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something else besides your cock, you know? I have to do that to save myself. Get rid of the unicorn horn. Or not the unicorn horn, the alien engine. Is there anything in here? I like all of those. Passives are good. You got a non-passive? Nope. 150? That's fine. 150? We're out of here. I'm not wasting my time searching around that floor. That guy's gonna freaking blow me up one of those days. What's up, baby?
Really dumb.
Hmm?
So in Buffalo, 57 officers resigned and discussed because of that incident that was in. But they were disgusted that the officers that pushed him over were suspended. That's what they were disgusted by. Well,
those cops aren't working anymore, or they're not working for the NY or the police department out there. So end result's the same for me. They can be terrible, monster, selfish, shitty assholes who saw a man bleed out on the steps of the fucking place who had nothing to do with anything, and even if he did, he wouldn't have deserved it. And what they're upset about is that there was accountability for police brutality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good riddance. Good riddance to him.
57.
Good riddance.
This was you're like, well, they were just following orders.
Good riddance. Those people shouldn't be in the position where they could follow awful orders.
No.
I'm just going to buy the broccoli. I know that I keep just buying stuff instead of waiting to see if there's other stuff to buy, but we have the loot bag, and we have the opportunity here to be more powerful on our way through instead of waiting. This whole thing is crazy. I think we're gonna see more of that. People like quitting the police force because they can't get away with atrocities and war crimes because they're held accountable. And maybe, you know, maybe there is some truth to what they're saying. Maybe the chief giving out the orders, the people on top, should bear some of the responsibility. But if they're not willing to argue against the brutality, I don't think they would argue against that as well. Ooh, that was a little close. God. I'm gonna always do whatever I can to rush down that dude. He's truly the most fear-inducing enemy in the game for me. Not because taking one hit and losing some ammo is that bad, but because it's like a guaranteed hit taken for me if I don't get him down before he, Oh, come on, dude. I'm gonna save my key for a little bit. Come on. Oh, he's like no longer a target. Jesus Christ, shotgun dude. Where's the... Okay, there's a chest. Shotgun payday dude. Ooh. Shotgun payday dude is great. Sponge is alright. So now we can't take goop damage nor falling damage, so it's a pretty good situation we're in. Oh, I should have probably picked that up. Oh, that's not goop, remember. That's not goop. We're not immune to elemental damage, we're immune to goop puddles. Yeah, this country is like, it's in the shit right now. It's like, there's no normalcy after this. Damn. Well, anti-damn, once I saw the gun. Would have been cool to be able to save my key in case there's a key shop, but we got it back anyway. We got it back anyway. There's not a key shop. There's not an extra shop, period. That's not that good. I don't need... See, we saved all that. We could have saved all that money, but nah. Much better. I don't necessarily need this extra blank, but since there's no other place to spend money, I'd rather have it and not need it, etc., etc. That's a cool noise it makes, by the way. Good on you, sound design team. And good on you, team of NPCs, familiars helping me out here. RTJ, blah, 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 RTJ. Thank you. Made that even a little easier for me. It'd be cool if little skeleton good boy baby boy there would block bullets. Little skeleton good boy baby boy there, good boy baby boy. Let's buy ammo. Buy menin. Buy menin. Oh, I got that ammo belt, so everything's a little bit better even than it was. But let's get out of here now. Let's get out of this country. I feel like that's... This Is America and some other song have become kind of like anthems of this situation because of the... how much they fit. Like, it's a little bit, you know, they kind of cast a wide swath, but it's like I've been talking to Jackie about, there are so many examples of this shit having gone down that, like, it's more insane that it's happening. Well, it's not insane that it's happening again because it's kind of unfortunately expected at this point, but like, it's more insane, I think, that people are surprised that it's happening, you know? Like, if you cared to look before now, I think most people would easily be able to see that this is just kind of status quo in the US. Like, not the protests necessarily, but the violence. And that is why this is happening. It's because it's the status quo. It's because it's the normal, expected, usual situation. And it seems like they're so shitty. Oh, yeah. No, I have the same camera in my phone. It's going to be a huge improvement for you, but yeah, it's the same one. Alright, sorry. That was kind of a... I mean, that's always a scary room, but that was kind of a scary sitch within that room. Oh, can he charm now? He can. My familiars can charm. Me eat. Or at least one of them. I don't know about old doofus Wainwright over there. The fucking... old doofus McCain, I guess, would work just as well. The Bean Boy, who... There's a guy that you can take out with a beam. And he's like, taking his sweet time. I can't believe we didn't get another fucking... thing, period. Whoa, that was a lot of damage from him. Yeah, okay, so if they're in the same room, those guys always drop the same amount of money. Because they all dropped exactly 10 cents. I think that's what's like, that's the weirdest thing about this. Like, you know, Jackie is advocating for this extremely hard, for police reform, end police brutality, Black Lives Matter, all that, extremely hard. She is all over social media about it, to the point a lot of the times that I'm upset with how much she's not that how much she's getting wrapped up in it, but how much she's letting it kind of consume her. She's having a hard time sleeping. She's, oh man, she's I didn't even think about which part I was on. I thought I was on the final fork. She's spending her days kind of upset because of this stuff, and like, that's understandable. But she can't detach, you know, at all. She is just all day long in the midst of it, and because of that, she's pretty upset that like coronavirus is preventing us from going out and protesting and all this other stuff. Like, and I don't want her to be just like totally consumed by everything that's going on. I don't want her, but this is a totally new event. I knew Jackie in 2008 when the Ferguson riots were happening. I knew her when the Black Lives Matter movement started up, and she wasn't unconcerned, but she didn't drop everything she was doing and try to make a move, because this stuff was like, it seemed exceptional. You know, it seemed unusual. And I think people are saying that that's not exactly the case now. Whoa, damn it. Oh, my money, for some reason. Also, because they'll handle that. And, you know, there's kind of this understanding that, like, the system has to have been working, right? Because society hasn't collapsed. Because it still seems like people are mostly successful and content. So it can't be that big of an issue. But, you know, that's exactly the problem with it. Like, it hasn't collapsed for some people. Life hasn't changed too much for some people. And that's why the people that are fighting specifically for it are like, why are we making such a big deal out of all of this right now? What's the ulterior motive if now suddenly you hate cops killing people? Damn it. You gotta have some other motive. Because before you didn't hate it. And it's like, come on, man. Just shut the fuck up. Like, you understand that people are now realizing for the first time how bad it is. And yeah, that makes it a little, that makes people a little more likely to engage. And again, no one should be punished for not having done something in the past if they're doing something now. People should focus on what is being accomplished by this movement and stop berating people for other stuff. Oh, he blanked too. Damn, that actually kind of sucks. That would have been safe. I could have saved that blank. I had my fingers blankward there. I was like ready to go be Lank. As soon as he backs up, pop it. Nope, not gonna back up. Okay. Well, LGLF 405, the worst interstate on the west. Ugh, 405 sucks. It's like a traffic black hole, you know? Oh man, I've had such a headache throughout this whole thing. I think I might actually just take a nap. Good lord. God, I forgot about Silver Bullets, Gundramina Strain, Medal of Valor, or whatever it is, Medal of Honor. Dude, I didn't even use the Hyperlight Blaster on the last boss because I forgot about it. That's great. That's great when you have a run where you can forget about one of the best boss weapons in the entire game and still fly through it. Good lord.